Steam Forge just sent me an advanced copy of the Executioner Style box set. I would like to thank them very much for giving me the opportunity to have a look at this box, open it before anyone else really gets their hands on it, and give it a paint. So come on this little adventure with me as we choose a painting scheme, get it all painted, put it together, have a look at what's inside the box. This dog doesn't care, but it's exciting for me. Folks, hey, today we have an unboxing. Fane of Nyrro. This box just looks lovely. The way they framed all the models is just stunning. Like, compared to what we were looking at the start of Mark IV War Machine, this is just night and day difference. Just the presentation's insane. I'm pretty excited about this because I've been playing a lot of Dusk recently. So I've got to get our appropriate tool to open this. Hey dog, hello. Very interested. Do you want to come up here? Come on. So, we have to open this. Jack Russell approved? Sorry. Very difficult. Away from that knife. Can you stop pushing my hand away from the box? I'm trying to open it. Alright, so we have our classic steam forged 4 little boxes inside the big box. Hello? No, I don't need those. You really have to get in the box properly. Get it out. So I really do recommend using the appropriate tool for this. Perfect. So it was a lovely box. Goodbye, dog. There is no take 2. An empty one. Something that I didn't realize I appreciated a lot with Steamforged stuff and the way the 3D printing is happening is just the assembly and putting together models. I'm just astounded at the quality that they keep putting out with these little guys. Let's get our little tool out again. And the lack of assembly needed. A lot of these models are only a few parts, and the level of detail and the dynamics of the models, like Phantasm's a lot of bits, but if we look at Sasha and Benki, models are like 2 pieces. Even Thunderhead, he was one of the more put together models, but like the ones you actually have to do a lot of assembly on. So this is the character beast. So we'll put him there for now. This is your little unit attachment. He's absolutely stunning. So, I'll get more of a close-up look as we go. This is the caster. She, like, I was, coming into Fane of Nyrro, I was not sold on these guys for a long time. Until I started, man, these models are so good. One thing I find about miniature photography, especially with Steamforged and War Machine in general, a lot of the time you look at the box art, and even though the box art's become very good recently, and the way they're framing the boxes, it never quite shows you how good they are in person. Like the Phantasm in photos and such looks good, but then in person it's this huge towering thing that just looks amazing and like really captures people's imagination on the tabletop. Same with Thunderhead, like all these models, that like Thunderhead in photos looks just fine, but then you see it on the tabletop and it's something different. It's that it's got a presence to it that it doesn't translate through the photos as well. And I feel like that's always been a good War Machine. Okay. So we have have unit, halberdudes, just generic guys. Yeah, and if you're getting some of these molds, because they are resin, and if they're bent at all, or anything like this guy's axe is slightly bent, just the fact that I can hit this with a hairdryer, or we can put it in some warm water, and you can just easily put it back into place. And as soon as you undercoat these guys, like, you don't see any of the 3D print lines, which you have to really quite, like, a lot of the time is you have to look very, very hard at what you're actually trying to find if you're trying to find those 3D print lines. So we've got the last one here. Extra delicate with this one. Extra delicate. If I say it more aggressively, that means it's extra delicate, right? This little jerk is going to be the bane of our existence. Little bat rider guy, the lance, and he just comes in and hits way above what he should. This is what these guys look like all put together. I unfortunately have a missing head on the beast, but the Steamforged parts replacement is excellent. And they should have one out to me promptly. But man, like, these models are just stunning. Just the level of detail. Love it. I'm excited about painting these guys. Let's talk about color schemes. All right, so this is a general color wheel app. You play with just the different settings and you get an idea of where you kind of want to be at. So this one's just square. And so I'm like, okay, I want the yellow. I want that like bluish green teal color. And this is kind of where I ended up settling. It's abstract. So I've got yellow accents. I'm going to mess with this a bit. And then I'm going to go deeper purples into the blues and the like darker teals. And that's where I've really settled. And it's just, you can see me playing with the color slider here. This is a really good way to get an understanding of the different approaches to color theory. Have a play with this kind of stuff. It's actually really fun. And you can download this kind of color wheel just on your app. They're just all over the App Store. Give it a go. And I hope you guys really enjoy this.